my dudes, let's get into this. Let's get into Minecraft. It has been so long since I've actually played this game properly. I had a bit of an explore when the new update came out, the 1.16.1, as you can see down here in the corner, where, as you can tell by the background, that it's the new Nether. Get my words out. It's the new Nether update where there are actually biomes in the Nether, new places to explore, new textures, new materials, and just a whole load of fun. And I tried getting into a 1.16 updated game with one of my old saves. Had a bit of a run around, didn't care if I died, obviously wasn't going to use it. Couldn't find any other biomes, and I ran quite far. Although on the plus side, I did find another Nether fortress, which I never realised was there, and it was literally right round the corner from my portal to my village base, which is incidentally where we are going to pop up right now. Now, I've been doing a little bit of work on this already. So, what I have done, I am up here, way up high. Oh, the golem count. 1, 2, 3, 17, 18, 19. Oh no, no! Ah, shoot. Oh, but so... that's frustrating. That is so frustrating. Let's get back up to where I was, and this time, crouch. There we go. Anyway, golem count done. Where have I got up to? Well, last video I built my little hut, and since then I have been plotting out where the next houses are going to be, popping beds in places. There's another building over there. There's another building just here, and then just up the hill, they will be built into the hills, of course, there is going to be another building there, and these two are going to share a chimney right there. Now, I have been altering some paths. I've built a little bridge there and included a stream, because leatherwork, yes, it uses a lot of chemicals and such, but also requires water, so I thought I'll just make a little bit of a stream and a bit of a pool going to there, so they can make use of that. And then a stream, with the same stream, it splits and it also goes down here over another little bridge, and I felt like this place needed something just to break it up a little bit, needed a bit more colour. Obviously it's not finished as yet, but I'm quite happy with where the stream is now, and I think it adds a nice little touch. So the plan now is to figure out what animals are going where. Obviously that's a smoker and that's leather worker, so really the cows should be near here, but I don't want them to be right next to where they're gonna die, so I might make a cow paddock somewhere. Right, anyway, enough blabbing. Let's crack on, shall we? And maybe not fall off this again. Okay, so that's looking fairly respectable. There's a nice big area for the animals, and they won't get this whole space. I will put a fence across here so that our workers can come out, because what they're going to need are these smokers, and they're going to need a chimney to go with it, but I think it would be quite cruel to put the smokers right next to where the animals are. So what I think I might do is make the enclosure a tad smaller, move the beds across a bit so it goes animals, beds, and their workspace might be over here out the back, but then I am also looking at this and this sort of nice arrangement here, and yes, the path goes up behind it, but I'm wondering if that would make a good furnace sort of corner where the smokers can ultimately go. But I really wanted to have the animals over at this side, because pigs and cows tend to be a bit smellier than sheep, so wanted it to be sort of pointing away from the village. I'm gonna have a fiddle, I think. Quick update before the sun, well, the sun has gone down. Too late. Oh well. Right, I've moved what I did there 1 block over, and I've done a rough chimney type thing here. The chimney part represented by the bamboo. This is roughly where the furnaces would go. Trying to get a small chimney out of this. I am kind of preferring This, I think, ignoring that corner in terms of using it as a furnace, I think is okay. And just because it's small, it can be freestanding, whereas that one's going to be built a bit into the hill because it goes much taller. Yeah, I think I'm gonna roll with this. It definitely needs to be a brick and stone building. Okay, I'm gonna crack on with that. Handy trick for transporting multiple animals. If you hold one food source in one hand and the other one in your offhand, you can leave them all. Coming? Come on. Look, I did a pen for you. It's a big one. It has a friend. So, I've done the animal pen. They're then brought in here. We have a nice dividing wall so they can't see their fate. Great thing about a recent update, there are no gaps in the walls when you stack them on top of each other now, so you get a nice solid wall. The work area is where the smokers are. So I've already put in a campfire in there, so I've made this it's a fireplace. It's a nice smooth surround. I've put a chiseled block there and a chiseled block there to match. Normally I would start on the house, but I felt like this time I needed to start with the fireplace area. Now, I'm not 100% sure on this. No, that doesn't look any better. Having it actually taller makes it look better. But let's see what happens when I actually put a roof and walls on the house. As you can see, I died again. Came running round this corner. There was a creeper stood at the top of the steps which have now been destroyed, and in my infinite wisdom I thought, oh, I know, I can dash past that, but no, I could not, because there was a sweet berry bush somewhere around here, and I ploughed into it, slowed me down Ooh, there's my experience. Slowed me down immediately, and the creep exploded. Golems don't attack creepers at all, but creepers are afraid of cats. But villagers have cats. A creeper were to come into a village, it gets scared away by the cats. So, what I have done so far with this is the following. The animals, the pigs and cows, are in here. I've put in lots of grass so it looks nice. It is lit efficiently so that no mobs can spawn in the middle. That's why the torches are not on each corner, they are moved slightly in on every side. And then over here we've got our slaughter area, which is well lit. Over there we have the smokers with appropriate smoke rising nice and high, and a bit of a chimney which I'm still not keen on. It just feels a bit big, and I do want it to eventually be a bit higher than this roof, as it almost is. If I just nip up here, you'll see the design I've chosen for this roof is stairs, flat. So it's got a really flat top to it. Well, that was helpful. It's got a really flat top to it so that it doesn't go above the chimney, and also so it doesn't go up too high. You'll see it's currently level with the chimney. Now, I don't want the roof to go any higher, but I'm not so sure about the chimney, so I'm going to keep working on that. But I like where it is. I don't know if I want to build the walls with walls like this, as you can see, or if I want to put in white stained terracotta, which is no, that looks too weird. I guess I could make this place a bit smaller. I probably should, because that way then it won't feel as close to the path. Okay peeps, I have made the alterations. On the right hand side is the original, on the left is set back by 1. That space there does feel more comfortable, if that makes any sense. Like, I can actually do some nice terraining and put flowers and stuff up and things. So I think I will reduce the rest of it in by 1. And what I might do is not do any more on this. I'm going to make a start on this building here, because I'm just thinking of the distribution of the building. So we've got a all wooden one there, all wooden one here, terracotta there, a stone house there, and then obviously the fisherman's hut, which is way down there, that's wooden. Oh, just also to note, This cauldron was empty when I put it here. Cauldrons gather rainwater if they're left outside in the rain. Interesting bit of information for you there. Right, so I'm going to make a start on the leather workers who are, I'm feeling they're going to have a terracotta based house. This is going to be a 2-house episode. Hey, just to make up for kind of not being around a lot. Right, let's go. I'm at the point where I'd like to show you what I have done. With this, I'm in two minds about what to do. So I've got the stream coming underneath, which is obviously a source of water, and seeing as the building is made of wood, I wanted it raised up an extra block to help keep it dry, much in the same way with the fisherman's hut. So I've used the fisherman's hut as a basis. The wall is inset by one on each side, and I realised I have not done that on any of these other buildings so far. There will be at least 3 buildings with this style, but I'm in two minds about what to do regarding the roof, because I thought it might be quite good if it goes up steep this side and then shallow down that way. I did a little bit of research on leather workers because I was just, trying to be that good and trying to get it nice and accurate and stuff. So what I've got is 3 areas. The first one is they wash the leather and just give it a good clean, and it's the initial sort of treatments and stuff, and then whatever gets washed gets hung up here, and then the leather gets moved over to the next section where it gets a further processing. It might get bleached, it might have like the hair and impurities removed and stuff, and then when that's done in there, it gets hung up on there, and then over here is the final treatment where it gets a final clean and hung up nicely. So if I do the banners, they're probably going to start off brown and then go to orange and then go to white, just like that, which I think will be pretty cool. And if I can work out maybe how to do like a cow pattern on them, I think that would be quite sweet as well, just to really tie that in. Anywho, I'm going to do a little bit more on this hut and decide once and for all if I want the terracotta walls on this hut or if I want them on this building here. I'm still in two minds about it. I'm just going to see which looks better where. And where do you think? I completed this one using stone brick all the way up, and because I couldn't see it as terracotta, it just didn't feel like it fit, but I quite like that. And let's face it, this is a messy job. And then over here we've got the terracotta. I think that lantern might be hanging a little bit low. I did try putting a banner up on here, but it sticks out because it needs to be on the edge of a block and it can't be halfway across a block. Although I might be able to hang stuff on the end, I don't know. I'm going to try something with picture frames as well. If not, they're just going to have drying racks. Filled in all the walls, all the glass. I've put the usual ventilation in. Solid walls and windows downstairs, so it's all windproof, but they got a bit of ventilation across the top, just like every other house has done. I've still got some finishing off to do. I've bone mealed everything and it's just super grassy right now. So I'm going to go around, tidy that up. But I wanted to get some villagers in first. Here we go. So atop my tower, we can see it a lot better. And my goodness, this village is really getting fleshed out now. It's so cool. I'm so proud of this. So as you can see, I went with the steep up one side, nice and shallow down the front. And I just thought that'd be a bit different. It is growing on me. The terracotta works nicely, that setback from the frame, but across the front of the frame it is flush. So it's a combination of what's going on here and what's going on over there. So keeping the cows and pigs out here means that we don't have as much noise. Obviously sheep already make a lot of noise. I will have chickens somewhere. The Iron Golems, I have no idea where they have all gone. There were like 20 of them, and then I took the walls down so I could see the space a bit better, and they've all gone. So that's a bit annoying. I digress. So I'm going to move in some villagers into these 2 buildings, see how they start up, see what kinds of stuff they're trading, and see if they can escape. Where did you come from? How did you get in here? Oh, He's small enough to get under the house. Well, at least he let himself in. That's helpful. Right, yes! You've done it! And this one, I think, is child-proof. So... Oh no, I'm missing the walls. I put the walls down. I put the walls down. There. So that's a bad idea. Okay, one there. That should do it. And there we have it. I have terraformed, I've added ivy, we have villagers in both of the huts. They are fully grown, and as you just saw, there was a gap where anything one block high could get into here. That has now been blocked, so there's nothing coming in. I'm so pleased with this. This village is really, really coming together, and it doesn't look uniform. Like, every building is unique, every workspace is unique. That's gonna bring this all to a conclusion for today, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.